So in addition to evaluating the tool's fairness, Datasets2Tools also allow users to identify datasets which have been analyzed by the tool in the second tab, as well as the results of canned analyses which have been generated by means of analyzing these datasets. So in this case, by clicking on the Datasets tab, we can explore a view over 1,900 biomedical datasets which have been analyzed by Enricher. So by clicking on the card on the first dataset, we can access the landing page containing information about it, including the title, a detailed description, a link to the landing page on the source repository. So similarly to the Enricher landing page, this dataset landing page also contains an insignia which displays the results of previous FAIR evaluations, as well as the FAIR Metrics tab, which allows users to access the FAIR evaluation questionnaire. So we will now go ahead and go for a step-by-step evaluation of this dataset. So the first question asks whether the dataset is identified by means of a unique and standardized accession number. So as we can see from the landing page on the Datasets2Tools website, the accession to this dataset is GSC 50588, which was designed and assigned by the Gene Expression Omnibus repository. So in this case, we can go ahead and answer positively and insert the unique identifier as the comments. The second question asks whether the dataset is described for a formal and broadly applicable metadata vocabulary. So to evaluate this, we can go ahead and visit the landing page for the tool on the source repository Gene Expression Omnibus. So while some metadata is provided describing how the dataset was generated, the samples, and the organism from which it was generated, in general, the metadata which is associated to it is not associated to a formal vocabulary such as ontologies. So the answer to this question is negative. The third question asks whether information regarding the experimental methods used to generate the dataset has been provided. So as we can see from the Datasets landing page, there is a detailed description regarding the methods. So the answer to the question is positive. And we can paste the link to the Datasets landing page on the Gene Expression Omnibus. The fourth question, which asks whether the dataset is hosted in a relevant data repository, is also positive, as it is hosted on the Gene Expression Omnibus. And again, we can paste the link to the Datasets landing page. Again, as for the fourth question, the fifth question also asks whether the dataset can be downloaded for free from the repository. So the answer is yes, and we can then again paste the link to the Datasets landing page. As we can see from the landing page, there's also information about the dataset's version, publications, and contact information for the developers of the dataset. So the answers to question 6, 7, and 8 are also positive. And we can again provide the link to the Datasets landing page on the Gene Expression Omnibus. The ninth question concerns the availability of license information. So differently from the other questions, this information is not made available on the Datasets landing page, so we can answer this question negatively. As before, we can go ahead and click on Submit, and then we can observe that the fairness insignia on the top right corner of the website has been now changed in color, reflecting the newly submitted evaluation. And similarly as before, 7 out of the 9 fairness questions have been answered positively. And again, we can hover over each question to reveal more detailed information about the evaluation as well as comments.